In this session, we're still busy with debtors interest charge, and we're now going to look at the second option under process interest, the basic interest charge option. So you make your selection and then you click on next. First of all, the prime interest rate. The prime interest rate option will be the default rate that you've specified under company details default settings 2. So this is the prime rate that we would get from the setup. If you wanted to change it here, it is not possible. So if this is not correct, you have to close this, go back to company details and change that prime interest rate before you can come back to this option. The next option, after which period should interest be charged? The first option says depend on the debtor's term. So whether some debtors have got 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, we will then check the terms, or default everyone to 30 days or 60 days. That is your choice. Then the last option here. When are your invoices due? At the end of the month. This is the default option. This, in other words, is the way it used to work. So it doesn't matter what the date of that invoice transaction is. After the month end, it would move from current to 30 days or from 30 days to 60 days. Or you can now specify that you rather want to specify a certain amount of days after the statement. Now you can say only 30 days after the statement date, or a certain amount of days after the invoice date. So we will then check specifically what was the date of that invoice and then only charge interest 30 days after that. So these are the choices you've got to make while using the basic option. Once you've made your selection, you can click on next. And that concludes looking at the basic interest charge option.